Dawn Staley had Priceless line about how Caitlin Clark would impact Fever Sky game. Caitlin Clark wasn't playing during the Indiana Fever's win over the Chicago Sky on Saturday night, but Dawn Staley still expected a big performance from the reigning Rookie of the Year. In their fourth game without Clark, who is still tending to a quad injury, the Fever took care of business against the Sky, jumping out to a 29-point lead by the fourth quarter and going on to win 79-52. Indiana led for the entire game and were buoyed by the efficient shooting nights of Kelsey Mitchell, 17 points, and Natasha Howard, 13 points. Prior to the Fever's win, Staley joined a WNBA pregame show to discuss the Fever Sky matchup and was asked what she would be looking for during the game. "I'm going to be locked in on Caitlin Clark as an assistant coach," Staley said. The animated Caitlin Clark assistant coach. "She's probably going to be saying get Aaliyah Boston the ball." Sure enough, as the Gamecocks coach predicted, Clark could be seen coaching up her teammates during timeouts and expressing her very enthusiastic reactions to plays on the court during the Fever's victory. Staley has the first-hand experience of going up against Clark twice in college, once in the 2023 semifinals when Iowa upset South Carolina and again in the 2024 national title game when South Carolina beat Iowa for the championship. Staley has since admitted that 2023 Final Four loss to Iowa was the toughest loss of her coaching career. She also issued high praise to Clark and offered her honest thoughts on what the Fever star could accomplish in the WNBA. "I would say Caitlin Clark will go down as probably one of the best players to ever grace the league," Staley said. "And she's going to probably do it in half of the time that it takes any other great player." Fever's unsung hero just made Caitlin Clark's comeback way more exciting. With all the success the Indiana Fever had last season, Lexi Hull's breakout somewhat flew under the radar. Hull thrived next to Caitlin Clark, recording career highs all across the board and emerging as a significant three-point threat. As the kind of 3-and-D player, the Fever needed next to Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston, and Kelsey Mitchell. Hull earned a starting spot. The additions of DeWanna Bonner and Natasha Howard relegated Hull back to a bench role to start the 2025 season. That didn't last long, though, and Hull is putting together a true breakout season. Her development has been one of the bright spots for the Fever during Clark's injury. Once Clark returns to the court, Hull will get plenty of easy opportunities on offense, and the Fever should soon look as strong as ever. Lexi Hull is having a breakout season. Lexi Hull is currently averaging over 10 points per game, twice as much as she averaged last season. She is also averaging career highs in rebounding, field goal percentage, and three-point percentage. Hull has barely missed from long range this season, converting 12 of her 20 attempts for the season. The 25-year-old is currently one of the best three-point shooters in the league and earned her starting role with the Fever. After the 2024 season, Hull played in unrivaled and couldn't really find her shot in limited minutes. Fans quickly started to worry about how legit Hull's 2024 season with the Fever had been. Hull has proven that her breakout wasn't just a fluke and that she can be even better. Hull might very well be the secret to the Fever's success this season. The Fever need players who can space the floor and defend the perimeter next to the core three of Clark, Boston, and Mitchell. Hull can do just that and stepped up when DeWanna Bonner was struggling to start the season. Hull also fits the Fever's timeline with Clark and Boston and could be a key piece in Indiana for years. Hull should be even better once Clark returns. Everyone who watches the Fever knows that Caitlin Clark makes the game easier for her teammates. For a player like Hull, Clark's presence will lead to many open shots, especially from three. While Ari McDonald has been a great pickup for the Fever on a hardship contract, Indiana doesn't have anyone who can emulate Clark's playmaking and court vision. Nevertheless, Hull has been able to put up big numbers and impact games with Clark on the bench. She will be able to be even more impactful with Clark back on the court. Hull's emergence also makes Clark's return even more exciting because it hints at what the Fever will be able to do once the team is healthy.